Hello, welcome to my presentation for the virtual school recommendation for the XYZ school district. Here's an overview of what we recommend. We recommend that this XYZ school district open 3 new virtual schools. There should be an elementary school, a middle school, and a high school. These schools will be open to all students in the district, so anyone who wants to transfer from their home school to this school will be allowed to. And since that means that there is no more students added to the district, it will be staffed by teachers coming from those schools. So we just have to train those teachers to be proficient in the virtual environment. Each school's administrative structure should be as follows. It will be headed by a principal and supported by varying administrators. One administrator should be the instructional administrator. They're in charge of the curriculum and any instructional needs that the staff has. The faculty report directly to them for their instructional needs. We also have a technology administrator that is in charge of developing and implementing the learning management system, as well as any technology support needed by the students or teachers. We'll also have a pupil administrator. This administrator is in charge of being the liaison between the students and families, as well as scheduling and any discipline needs from the students. Under the pupil administrator is where you'd find the guidance office. Finally, we have the facility administrator. Since each of these schools is going to have a somewhat blended learning environment, we have to have a facility, which needs to be headed by the facility administrator, who will be in charge of the building services staff. As far as the course implementation, this is how we're going to do it. The course implementation, we have to follow the appropriate curricula for each individual course, but the course will be developed collaboratively by the teachers, along with the instructional administrator and the technology administrator. These courses will be blended, but mostly online. We want this to have as much flexibility as possible. So we want asynchronous online courses, but we say blended because that means there are face-to-face modules in our building that are possible, but not required. And they shouldn't take up more than 2 days and 5 hours total of a student's week. We have 5 criteria for success for our school. We must have our curricula aligned with the appropriate curriculum. Student assessment should lead to better outcomes in reteaching and evaluation. Formative and summative assessments are necessary. We also must differentiate for different students. We must provide technology support because it is a unique situation where we don't want the technology problems to hinder any success for the student. And we must have equity of access because this school is going to be open not just for a subset of students, but for all students. So we have to provide equity for our students that are special education, as well as English language learners or anybody who has a disability. Thank you for listening to my presentation. You may read the report for more information.